What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Leave It to the Judges MMA show. I'm with the boys. As always, guys, today we are going to be discussing UFC 318, Holloway versus Poirier 3, the retirement of the Diamond. Crazy night of fights, crazy nights like for betting. A bunch of underdogs caught some dubs, major upsets on the card. But guys, let's start at the tippy top. Everyone's talking about it. Holloway versus Poirier 3. Max Holloway gets his first trilogy dub. He's not going 0-6, wins by unanimous decision. First of all, how did you guys score the cards? Because a lot of people are saying it was 2-2 going into the fifth. That's what Poirier and Dana White thought. What did you guys have on your scorecards?
I had Holloway winning rounds 1 through 3, and then I had Dustin winning 4, and then I had Max winning 5. So I had like 4 rounds to one Max.
I did the same way.
Yeah, I have the exact same thing. Yeah, 4-1. But no one's calling robbery. Holloway keeps the BMF belt. What did you guys think about the fight? Obviously, it was back and forth. Both guys had their moments. What did you guys think of each guy's performance?
To be honest, I thought it was perfect, man. It was the perfect fight for Poirier to go out on. I mean, it hit everything it needed to do. Like one, it gave Max some points back. He's the one who's gonna be sticking around. He's the younger guy. Poirier didn't lose anything in a loss. He didn't look bad. He looked good. Um, he didn't get finished. He made it to the end. He fought to the end, tough. The fight was back and forth competitive. We got a Dustin Poirier Gilly attempt. Like it was like every war that Poirier's ever had. And it's like it was a very fitting way I felt like for him to go out. Like I remember in round two, like when Max was rocking his ass, like I was really getting worried. I was like, oh no, like I hope that I kind of want to see a 5 round war here. Like I don't want to see him get finished early and like every time either guy, got rocked or got in trouble, like they gritted through it like some vets, like the warriors that they are. They won a hard five, and I mean, like, I feel like you couldn't, outside of maybe getting the win in general, but like overall, more important than that, like you couldn't have went out with a better performance and a better fight. So I thought it was perfect on everyone's end.
It was great. I think it's up there for fight of the year. I don't think it's better than Royval Van, but it was a very good fight. And I feel like the decisions were very correct on the scorecard. I mean, I honestly felt at first Holloway was going to run away with the fight. I feel like he was cruising. He hurt Dustin very bad in the first round, and then in the second, and it looked over for a minute. But give credit to Poirier. He toughed it out, got the knockdown with 40 seconds left in that round. I don't think Holloway was that close to getting finished, but it was definitely a wake up call. But yeah, I think the story of the fight was simple. Like Holloway just landed way more, landed about 100 more significant strikes, total strikes, threw about 150 more than Poirier did. It was just a clear speed advantage, and good on Poirier to tough it out. But he was behind. Like he had moments, but it was almost like it was a great fight, but Poirier was slightly behind, and it was very evident the way the fight went. So, hey, great fight. I do razz on Poirier a lot, but definitely a great career. All the respect.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely shout out Poirier. Went out like a dog. I hope he stays retired. A lot of MMA fighters, they end up joining a different organization. They go to boxing or some shit like that. I think Poirier will stay retired because he has other ventures in life, and this seemed right. This was the perfect ending retirement story. And
Well, I will just say this, like as a caveat. In general, I typically do not mind when like fighters go. and go to other promotions and shit like after because the comp that they fight is way lesser. Like I don't like when guys stick around the UFC too long because like they'll start getting fucked up by like nobodies. You know what I mean? But like if Tony Ferguson went to like PFL or some shit, like maybe not right now, but like maybe a couple years ago when he was
Yeah.
at the start of his skid, I'm sure he could still get wins like in other places. You know what I mean? Just fight older, worse comp. But like yeah, I just want to say like if he were to come back on some like charity one-off fight with McGregor and BKFC, I'd be with that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like shit on that.
Yeah.
I don't disagree, but it's funny you mentioned that man, Tony Ferguson. Why is he fighting in Misfits Boxing? Why does he have a fight versus Salt Poppy right now? Like, why?
I we we don't know. I have
That's
no idea.
ridiculous. He's not even a boxer. What's he doing, bro? Does he just want to get embarrassed out? I think he might lose that damn fight, to be honest.
It is very possible, unfortunately.
And I don't know why oh man. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Max Holloway looked pretty good at 155. He's officially a lightweight. I think he looked a lot stronger than he did in their second fight. Like he's clearly a bigger guy now. He looked great against Gaethje, which was also at 155. Holloway before the new rankings right now is ranked 5. He has a win over number 4 Gaethje. Where is Max Holloway in the title picture at lightweight?
I mean, outside of the fact that he recently like lost to Ilya, like not too recent, but like recent enough. Outside of that fact, I feel like he might be in line for a title shot. He might jump Armin, but because of the fact that he's lost to him in the past, and like the UFC might want to see some fresh matchups, I will say he's at least one more win away from a title shot. Like he would have to get like honestly, depending on the timing with this JDM Islam shit, like they might just wait, and that might be the next fight, like Islam JDM. I mean Islam. Ilya. They might just like not want Ilya to potentially get beat and fuck up that money fight. So it might be limbo in that division for a little while, depending on how they want to time shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty easy. Just give Armin the title shot. Max only needs one more fight, in my opinion.
Okay.
Only, even though we got knocked out versus Taporia, it is a different weight class, and I feel like all we've seen in this weight class is him like hooping on the elite guys as well.
Mhm.
So you have to give it to him the way he's fighting. Like even though I mean they haven't even done a rematch yet. You know, they've only fought once. I don't see a problem with it, especially if he's just beating these guys the way he is. Like you have to give it to him. And also, I mean Dana was cool with it by the way he was asked.
Facts.
And he even said, like, why not put up the B? And by the way, like, why wasn't the BMF belt up in their last fight? But
I
I
don't
guess
know.
it's because it's at lightweight, so that would be put up as well, from what I'm hearing, if they were to fight. So,
I do not care about defending the BMF title. Like it's not a real thing to me. It's just a cool
I,
notch on the belt. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying it will be a big promotion. It makes sense why they would do it. And I think he only needs one more win because if you look at the top, I don't feel like. I mean, Gaethje won't beat Biziev, bro.
Personally, I would run Max Holloway versus Charles, bro. That would be dope.
That's what I was saying yesterday.
That would be dope.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. I will say it is a rematch though, and they might try like Max has a lot of options now moving up, and they might try to get him a fresh matchup.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I
And
think the obvious answer here is Oliveira. Like, that's a great matchup for the fans. Two really violent guys, two BMF guys. But Clark, like you just said, if they want a fresh matchup, how about Patty versus Max?
No, you don't
Dude,
want
that'd be
that
an
fight,
insane
I
matchup.
love that fight, bro.
Come on, man. It
Love
makes
that.
sense too.
you don't want to derail the petty hype train, bro.
but like,
Patty wrestles him, bro. Like there is a path to victory, is there not, for him in this fight? There is. So I
There's
love that matchup. I love
I
it.
don't like it. I don't like the path.
It's a good path. It's
because no matter what, I mean, for Patty, it's either him or Gaethje probably. Because I don't think he's getting the Ilya fight anymore. I think that hype has died down.
I mean, he shouldn't. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I said, this is in limbo. I don't know what they're doing right now. Just give it to Harmon. It makes sense. But Dana might, I don't know what he's on with that division.
Okay. Um, anything else you guys want to touch on this one?
Nah, but shouts out to Dustin Poirier one more time. Great career, man.
Hell yeah, one of the greatest,
Eh,
one of the most exciting. Like you know what I meant.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, better. That was good. That's good.
But in the co-main guys, Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Costa gets his first win in 3 years. Last dub was against Luke Rockhold in 2022. But he beats Kopylov by unanimous decision. He looked good out there, man. Some heavy strikes to the body. Kopylov, he looked, I don't know, Kopylov looked decent out there, but what do you guys think of Costa getting this dub?
I mean, will the real roller coasters please stand up, man? Fuck, like this is the most like roller coaster he's looked in years, to be honest.
For
I
sure.
thought he looked fantastic. I thought that he actually out-volumed Kopylov, which is like a surprise to me. I thought that Kopylov was gonna stick and move him, but I think that because he hurt Kopylov in round one, it kind of made Kopylov a little like gun shy going forward. And I mean, it kind of like allowed Costa to get up on the leg kicks, couple shots up top, not too many, but like he was really on the kicks, kicks to the body. Like I thought for a second in round two, like he was gonna melt Kopylov with those body kicks. Like it was just like overall just dominant performance. He was marching forward most of the time. It's just kind of like it was a great matchup for him, and like I was happy to see him looking decent again, you know?
I agree. I called it going into this. I did some little due diligence watching Embedded for some reason this week. And I don't know, there was just some energy I was feeling from Costa. He looked quick. He looked serious. He was getting home cooked meal from his mom. Like, I was just sensing a different energy about him. And my thing was about this fight, like, if Costa came, like, on and ready, because my thing with Costa is always training. That's my thing. If he came prepared and ready, I think he could beat Kopylov at his best 100% of the time. Like, even though I rate Kopylov somewhat, I do think he has holes in his game. He almost got beat by a 40, and I like Cesar Almeida, but he almost got beat by a 42 Cesar Almeida. That was a split decision fight. And I don't know, man. Kosa just came on. The body kicks were beautiful. Leg kicks. It really set up the hands, I felt that he used a lot more than I've seen him do in years. Uh, he looked fantastic. I thought for a sec he was gonna finish him in the first, but Kopylov definitely gritted through. I think Kopylov maybe won the third round. I did 29-28 personally,
Facts.
but 30-27, I mean, you can make an argument for 30-27, but
Starts to gas out, man. He's still kind of a 3 round fighter though. Like
Hmm.
he did gas out kind of in round three and start to get it put on him a little bit, but by that point he kind of already knew he was up. So
he just had done so much damage. It was like already over. Like it was a pure shutout first 2 rounds. It was dominating, honestly.
facts.
But yeah, I remember Paulo Costa. He was like the Terminator, man, back on his title rise, but he's back on the W board. What do you guys want to see next for him? He's ranked number 13 right now.
Let me see.
Um, a lot of names out there. There are some middleweights scheduled already.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's gonna have to wait. I would say like
Let him run like
I
has
guess
he has he fought Roman Dolidze before?
I like that fight. I might. I don't think so, right?
I don't think so either.
I don't hate a Brendan Allen shout out because I just want to see him lose, and I think that's a winnable fight for Costa. To
Yeah,
be
that,
honest.
that could work too.
And you know Brendan Allen's coming off a win, which was robbery by the way, fight of the night. What bullshit that was. That was insane.
That was a hell of a scrap though, bro. That was a hell of a scrap.
Over Holland, D-Rod, it might have looked ugly, but that was a Terminator scrap compared to Vittori Brendan Allen.
Vittori looked better than he looked. We'll talk. We'll get there, but he looked better than he looked in years, though. I'll
He
give him.
did.
Still backing up Vittori head. Crazy,
Oh,
crazy.
hey, man.
I
Always.
I think that the Elite would be the fight that I would make, like trying to rebound him up the division.
Yeah, I like that. I like that more than the Allen fight, just because like Delice's 8, but both could be fun.
Facts.
Anything for Kopilov? Any?
He'll improve. I did not realize he was 34 yet, so or 34 currently.
Fight the Ritter. Fuck it.
Hey, DeRere gonna be Whitaker, man.
I
He
could see it.
bigger things.
I don't believe in it, but we'll see.
We'll see. All right, let's go on to Holland versus D-Rod. Crazy fight. I believe Holland left on a stretcher. D-Rod gets a crazy win, third win in a row. Biggest win in a minute for him. Destroyed my parlay, but what do you guys think about this one?
If my parlay was not already destroyed by that absolute goober Daniel Zellhuber, bro,
Oh,
if it wasn't already ruined, I would be way more sick about this. But yeah, Holland came to fight. I can't say that he didn't try in there. He got caught early, lost the first two rounds, kind of worked his way back into the fight. And I think it was like round two where like D-Rod almost finished him again, and then like he kind of wasted all of his energy out. Like and we know that D-Rod's been known to gas anyway, but he really emptied the tank. And so Holland really had him dead to rights on the feet, like going into round three. The second, like the back end of round two, Holland was really turning the tide, and I mean, like he could have got him out of there, but like with like a minute 19 left, there was like a poor decision to grapple when D-Rod was literally out on his feet. It ended up with like Holland ending up on bottom or something like that, and like it just salted away too much time at the end. And I mean, even though he won round three, like he was kind of down two rounds more or less. So it's like too little, too late. Absolute parlay killer, absolute like shocker. But I mean, it is what it is. He tried. Just these things happen. But the IQ is piss poor. I mean, I get it. They're both exhausted in there, but goddamn it, like. If you keep him on the feet for 10 more seconds, he might fall over and have a heart attack. Like you might just win like that. Like, fuck.
I mean, my God, I was so furious with what I saw. To preface this, Daniel Rodriguez, y'all, is dog water. This is the most fake 20-5 record I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's the same thing every time. You know, he throws a few jabs, like a few crosses, and then like gasses out like towards the end of the second every fight. And I don't understand like how people are not putting him away. Kevin Holland threw a little shovel uppercut, and Daniel Rodriguez just went down. Like it was like the littlest shovel uppercut that looked like it had no gas on it whatsoever. knocked Rodriguez on his ass, and Kevin Holland had him dead to rights. He absolutely had him dead to rights. He was down 2-0. Honestly, I thought he might have won the first, but he was down 2-0 no matter regardless. So needed the finish. He had it right there, and we decided to tie like not like tie clinch jump knees.
Yeah, Mario jump knees, bro.
Yeah.
Stupid. Dig that body, have Holland. Damn, dig the body,
Like
like.
literally dig he's covering up, just dig the body a little bit because you were already throwing kicks to the body throughout the fight. So literally just dig to the body. He'll put the guard down and just finish him like he was dead to rights. And somehow it gets into a wrestling grappling situation and he ends up in bottom and full mount, and that's how the fight ends. And it's disappointing because I just rate Kevin Holland so much more than Daniel Rodriguez. This man's about to be ranked, and that's crazy to me. Like, I just don't think he's on that level. I can't wait for him to get out of the rankings in this first ranked fight, whoever they're gonna throw at him. What weight class is this? Welterweight?
Yeah.
Damn, they might give him Covington, and maybe Covington's just that done, honestly. But if they give this man any decent fighter, he's getting clipped. He's
I,
getting clipped.
I see a lot of people calling for D-Rod and Wonder Boy.
I think Wonderboy wins that shit.
That'd be an interesting one.
Especially off after what I just seen off Wonder Boy.
Yeah, he looked good against Bonfim. But man, with Holland, I feel like we've talked about this on the channel. He's just so like he's all in or he's just like doesn't care. I know this was like a war, but the reason I'm kind of on his ass is everyone was so sure he was gonna beat D-Rod, man. He was on a two fight winning streak, impressive dubs, and he just loses a fight we all thought he was gonna win. So it's tough.
I mean, that's kind of what he tends to do sometimes, is just like lose the random ones. But I mean, it's Holland. He'll be back. I mean, he didn't lose too much stock in this fight. It's just kind of unfortunate that the IQ wasn't exactly there enough to get him out of there in round three. But I mean, I wasn't like overall like so unimpressed with his performance. It's just, he got clipped early, and I mean, it took a while for him to recover from that. So
And not at all. It was just piss poor fight IQ. It's literally all it was, and it pisses me off.
actually, he came in to fight though.
He,
Like,
he came prepared.
yeah, when people don't come to fight or they like have shit cardio or shit like that, that's way more annoying than like
Yeah, that's true.
losing a fight like this. Shout out D-Rod too. We're giving Kevin Holland all this shit. Like D-Rod actually went out there and fought a hell of a fight. Like surprisingly, to be honest.
I,
It was a great fight, but I just know this man gonna lose the first ranked fight. He's losing. He's not winning anymore.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
so let's move on to the next fight. Dan Ige versus Pitbull. Pitbull gets his first dub in the UFC. Impressive victory for the underdog. Seemingly everyone was picking Ige. He got the dub though. Bellator legend back in the win column. He
One
looked
on
good out there, man.
one on the board for fucking Bellator, man. Finally, they get one. They get one of these wins, bro. Bellator's been getting their ass beat by these UFC fighters hella times. So, hey, I fuck with like, the old guard of Bellator, like showing that they kind of belong at least, you know what I mean? Just to kind of show UFC fans like there is good MMA going on outside of the UFC, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. Like there are quality people outside of the UFC. Like the UFC, I know they love damn well when they're like gatekeepers squash these Bellator or these ONE FC type competitors. Like they like to prove that like the UFC is the big leagues, and oh well, sometimes people can't hack it over here, but like no, fuck Dana in this aspect. Like let's hope that the fucking these other people, I like when they come in and perform. I'm glad that Pitbull, he didn't look amazing or anything, but he did enough to get the win here, and I'm proud of him. Old as hell, still doing the damn thing, man.
I'm a big Pitbull guy. I liked that he got the win in this fight, but I will say, still the same issues. He's waiting around too damn much. I just and use the wrestling. I did like he used the wrestling a lot more in this fight. I think it's a path to victory for him in this division in some of these matchups, especially as the older fighter. So I was impressed with that. He got a nice knockdown in the second round, and Ige is a tough man to knock down, low key. So that was an impressive moment. I thought he was gonna get him out of there for a second, the way it was looking. Um, but Pitbull cruised to victory because I don't know what Ige was doing the first two rounds. He kind of just wasn't throwing. He was allowing Pitbull to get ahead with the kicks, kind of just fight at his range. And against an experienced guy like Pitbull, I just feel like he's gonna win those kind of fights. But the takedowns were pretty picture perfect, like amazing timing. He got about each one. And they did their scouting, man. If you know an Ige fight, he loses a lot of fights where he gets taken down. I want to say there's like a stat of him being like 0 and whatever in every fight he gets taken down or something like that.
That's
Oh
fun.
wow, I didn't know that.
And I'm not sure exactly, but I think there is like an alarming stat of that. And so Pitbull did his thing. I wasn't super. I still want him. I want to see more output because Ige definitely put it on him late, and I don't know. Still a lot of question marks at Pitbull. I'm I'm cool with seeing how this ride ends up, but I'm not super optimistic. Nice win though.
Yeah. What do you guys want to see next for Pitbull at
He can
45?
fight up. He's too big of a name. You're throwing him basically anybody up there. Now that he's ranked.
Ooh, what about Josh Emmett? I feel like that'd be a fun old head fight too.
Where is he ranked?
Emmett's 8.
Mm.
Pitbull is not ranked yet, but
Well,
because they're not updated.
he'll be 11, I guess, where Ige is.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess Emmett is a nice step up, and it is an old head fight, so I feel with that for him. Let two old heads bang it out. Old head supremacy.
Who would you guys take in that one?
I'm gonna take Pitbull because I could see if Emmett like won that bitch. I would hope it's like a 5 rounder. Then I would take Pitbull like way more. If it's a 3 rounder, I don't know. But if it's like a 5 rounder main event type shit, like I would believe in Pitbull. He kind of works his way into fights. He's like a slow starter. He's like a 5 round fighter, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he
Yeah,
needs to like, download and shit.
I agree. I don't know who I would set him up with. I think an easy victory for him personally for me would be Aljamain Sterling or Brian Ortega at this point if they weren't matched up against each other.
wow. I don't know about that, Clark. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
don't
man.
that Ortega slander now. Wait,
Stop
wait.
that, bro.
I'll
On
take
the
that Sterling slander.
you think Aljamain Sterling taking Patricio Pitbull down? Eh,
I think he's beating him in a fight. Yes.
but he has to do it through taking him down. Pillow punches aren't winning, fights out here, Ed. Like we can't just pillow punch our way to
I
victory.
think
But
he could take him down.
okay, okay. I don't think so. And that's why I think that's a great matchup. But they're gonna give him a big guy for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if they set him up with winner of Lopez Silva.
That'd be
Even though
insane.
it's a dangerous matchup for him, I mean, it's Patricio Pitbull. We need to get him in the big. He's 39. Like, we need to just throw him in the big fights now.
For sure.
Especially because Volk is old too, so like if they fought each other, it wouldn't be like on some age shit. It would just be on some like, you know, Bellator champion fights UFC GOAT, you know what I mean? Type shit. Like
It could be cool.
I can see the UFC trying to like push those agendas for a fresh matchup.
Featherweight's an interesting spot.
I feel like they have such a vulnerable champ in Volk. Like I love Volk to death, but I just don't think that he's gonna have a dominant reign again. I feel like he's like Gene Silva getting there away from getting fucking sparked out of that division, to be honest.
I could see that.
My
Um,
man, Gene Silva's the champ. He's the uncrowned champ right now, as far as I'm concerned,
I
Loki.
love Volk to death, but like if I was the rest of the division, I would be chomping at the bit to get that match. Like if you have any kind of power in your hands, I would be like taking my chances with that right now.
for sure. All right, guys, let's move on to the opener of the card. Biggest favorite of the whole entire night, minus I believe 700 or 800. Daniel Zellhuber loses a unanimous decision to Michael Johnson.
Has.
He still got it, bro. MJ's 29 and 19 or 25 and 19, I believe, which is a crazy record, bro. But hey, man, he looked really fast out there. He outstruck Zellhuber and beat the younger man. Damn, very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Beat the younger man, beat the taller man, beat the on paper stronger man. Like has every advantage metric wise in that fight outside of hand speed, bro. Younger by like 13 years or some shit, bro. It's kind of just ridiculous, bro. And Zellhuber didn't fight like awfully, but like I just think that he doesn't have the chin that's gonna sustain success in this sport, bro. I mean, at 26, I know you're high on him, Ed. I know I hate to break it to you, but if a 40-year-old Michael Johnson's fighting that chin and putting you down multiple times in a fight, like so are a lot of people, to be honest. And like even if like he has like a comeback chin, like, you know, it doesn't matter if when you come back you don't really still throw enough volume. So it's like I just see him like in the future just losing a lot of rounds, even if he's like not getting finished a lot, just losing rounds off getting dropped and shit. Getting dropped is like a you basically lose that round if you don't dominate the rest of it completely. So yeah, I mean, I was very disappointed. This was the start of the betting night falling apart when it was going so good. This guy was like the final piece of several parlays and like the second to last piece with Holland to another one that like to the big boy. So very disappointed with what he put forward. And I mean, I hope he gets back to the drawing board. Maybe switch camps, bro. I don't know. You need to get with some tacticians because this shit that I'm seeing in there is not working, bro. It's not it.
This is what happens when you team up with Eric Nixick. You just lose favorite fights.
It's his fault, man.
It definitely is. Like I look, man, this was just some goober ass activity from what I saw. Um, I'll say this, Zellhuber I thought fought well. I'm not as concerned with the chin because he hasn't gone flatlined yet bad. I feel like these are quick drops for him. He does kind of bounce back up very quickly from them, so.
You lose rounds off that is what I'm saying.
I
Like,
know, I feel you, but I do feel like the strat was good. He was mainly just throwing hella kick, like head kicks, body kicks, and was kind of destroying MJ's arm. Honestly, MJ is probably feeling that today for sure. And I think he was on his way to victory. The way the fight was rolling until the knockdown, it totally changed the outlook of the fight. And even after, even with more like output, the big problem with him is output, clearly.
Yeah.
It's how he lost before to Trey Ogden. I personally thought he beat Rebovich. That was a great fight, but I thought he won that. But it's how he lost to Trey Ogden before, which is a crazy loss as well. I mean, man, I just don't get how Zellhuber really lost this. You know, MJ did look quick out there. He looked nice, but Zellhuber being the taller man, longer reach, should have pumped out the jab all day with the kicks. Like it was such an easy game plan, and they only threw kicks, and that was the big issue. Poor game planning combined with low output is just a recipe for disaster. That's what we saw out there. Even though I thought he fought okay, it was just like, man, you gotta beat a 42-year-old Michael Johnson out there. There's no excuses. There's no excuses.
Facts.
Yeah. I'm still I still have faith in him, but like after the Rebovich fight, it was an amazing fight, amazing war. Could have gone either way, so I wasn't too worried. This was a tough one. No excuses here. Just losing to the way older guy. You have all the physical advantages. And that's another frustrating thing with Zell Huber, man. He has this crazy reach on everybody pretty much, and his height should be an advantage, but I feel like he doesn't use the tools that he has very well. And I think that's going to take a coach, a really good coach, to get that out of him. But he's still really young. I still have faith in him, but I'm going to need to see some more. Definitely after that one.
Facts.
All right, guys. Let's move on to the prelims. Pretty eventful night in terms of prelims. Where do you guys want to start? We can bounce around. What do you
We
guys want
can
to start with?
go with the feature prelim, man. Vinicius Oliveira versus Kyler Phillips.
This dude's crazy, man.
This
He's
guy is a savage, bro. He's a savage, bro. And I feel like one day it's gonna catch up to him. He's gonna get fucking clipped, fighting with his hands down and shit, marching people down. But man, I think he's just a weight bully for bantamweight. I think that eventually he's gonna have to go up in weight. But for now, fuck, he's just marching these guys down, hands down. I mean, it's kind of exhausting to fight like on your bicycle the whole time. Kyler Phillips like stung him in round one. And I mean, like when he was fresh, Kyler Phillips like looked really good early, but I mean, like I said, like running away for like for 3 rounds is hard, let alone 5 rounds. And like this Oliveira guy, he never stops coming forward like the Terminator, man. He's willing to eat shots. I don't like that. I wish he was a little more defensively sound, but man, he's a fucking savage in there. And I mean, like he started whooping Gordon's ass to be honest. I mean Phillips's ass to be honest. So like shouts out to him, man. Great fight. I mean, like sky's the limit for this kid for real.
as I was watching this fight, I was like, man, this man could really go on a run and just scare some people out there. Like the way he was just marching him down, and it was just like amazing head movement. Like that's all it was. He was just dodging all the shots and just like loading up from behind the back, landing everything. Kyler won the first round. I thought he got off to a good start, but it's classic Kyler Phillips from what I've learned and what I've seen. He gasses out, man, every time. If someone pushes a tough fight with him, if he fights at range, he usually holds a much better gas tank. But when he gets into those gritty fights, I feel like we've seen him welt in multiple situations. And once again, man, like, but it's more a testament to Oliveira. I think he's just that much of a beast. He's just built for that kind of fight. And he just marched him down. I thought he was going to get him out of there in the second multiple times. Good on Phillips for gritting that part of the fight out. But, it was a dominant performance by Vinicius Oliveira. I can't wait to see what he does next, let me tell you.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask next. 135 is already so stacked, and you add him into the equation. Who do you guys want to see him fight next?
Rob Font. Fuck it.
I like that.
Fuck it, bro. Rob Font.
That
Because I mean,
makes
it's
sense.
already gonna take the 12 spot from Phillips, and it doesn't really make sense for him to fight down. Maybe Cheeto, bro. If you really wanna spice it up, fight Cheeto.
I
I
think
would,
I
I
like
would,
that.
I would, I
I
would,
like that.
I would pay good money to see that shit. Because I mean, like
Ooh.
he's gonna bring the fight to Cheeto and be on his ass, which I don't think that he's like so unhittable that like Cheeto couldn't get his own offense off. So Like he's not a puzzle type shit, you know what I mean? Cheeto struggles with like these puzzle type fighters. Like he needs to download too long, but I mean like I feel like a guy like Oliveira just gonna march to his face and just be like, "What's up?" And they're just gonna have a scrap. I would definitely watch that as like a main event caliber fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A fight night main event type shit. Like
I was gonna say Cheeto.
I'm with that. I love that.
Is he gonna lose that fucking fight? Let me tell you.
Probably.
Cheeto is.
Yeah, hell yeah, he's gonna choke 2 rounds. He's gonna down low, but he's still gonna be losing the round. Like he's gonna be fighting a little more higher pace than usual because Oliveira coming at him. But
I would say if it's a 5 rounder, Cheeto might win that bitch, but in a 3 rounder, he will lose, I think.
oh, for sure, I agree with that.
How about Vittori versus Allen? Vittori back, man, even though he lost.
I don't
Great
know.
fight. Great fight.
Vittori is back. I mean, I don't know if he's back, but he's back, man. I mean, he's only 31. They said he's only 31. That was a shock to me. He feels fucking 41 in there, but it's just a testament to how long he's been like at the highest level of the sport. Um, Whooping ass and getting whooped for our entertainment. Um, Shout out to I mean, I did think he was losing these rounds, but he was giving almost as good as he was getting. Like, and I seen good volume off of him. Like, I just don't think that he doesn't have power proportionate to like how he looks. Like he looks like he would have a lot more power than he does. But I mean, I just need to see like volume and output. He has like great cardio for like someone of his stature, and like at his best, like he can kind of like really outpace a lot of these bigger guys, but like in recent fights, I haven't seen him throwing enough, and like it was decent to see him like in this fight at least, even in a loss, throwing good output and like busting Brendan Allen up a little bit.
It was better, man, but I just don't think any prime version of Vittori ever loses this to this man Brandon Allen. Y'all know how I feel about Brendan Allen. It was a good fight. I'll give them that. They definitely scrapped back and forth. They're at the same level currently, I think, which shows Brendan Allen where he's going in this division. But hey, it was a good scrap, man. It didn't deserve fight of the night though whatsoever, but it was a good scrap.
I feel that.
Let's see what else happened on the prelims, guys.
We can talk about this Atiba Gaudier, buddy.
This man,
Absolutely decapitating Robert Valentine, bro.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Bro, I watched him on Tough. I fought with him. Fought with his vibe, but yeah, man. This Atiba Gaudier, buddy, is an absolute Adonis, bro. He has that same freakish build that like comes from the Cameroon, like that same Ngannou power seemingly for these middleweights. And I think that like if he refines his game, like a lot of people could be put on notice by this guy, man. And one thing I did like about him, he didn't like, even when he had Valentine hurt, he didn't rush the finish. He kind of stayed composed within himself, which like that shows that he's like a little bit more mature than like Ngannou was in his early days. He's not gonna rush the. He's not just gonna like rely only on his power, which showed me like he's locked in mentally. He's not just like he's actually training and thinking in there, not just like coasting on his freak athleticism. But I mean, yeah, name to watch, bro. He's an absolute freak in there, freakish power, bro. And I'm really excited to see like what's to him going forward.
maybe a bold prediction, but future top five guy for me. That's how high I'm on him.
Wow.
I am pretty high on him at this point. Like, and as far as prospects go, I see no like limit on his ceiling right now. Cause like with power like that, like that'll take you far, you know? Even if you're like slight and like he also look quick. Like he's not like lumbery. You know what I mean? Like those hands look
Mhm.
quick and damaging. So I think he could put a lot of people in the blender in the coming years.
Sh-
Besides that,
sh-
shout
sh-
out
sh-
Span.
yeah,
Shout out
Span.
Heavyweight Span might be, I don't know what his max potential is, but he can get into the top 10, I think. Especially using his grappling, like he's basically exploited a grappling deficiency in these heavyweights, which we see more and more every day that like you can just do. So I wish Span the best in his heavyweight endeavors. I feel like physically he looked good, nice and filled out and healthy for the weight class. He didn't look like fat or like you know what I mean, a blown up light heavyweight. He looked like he actually took the time to put proper mass on and shit and dedicate to the heavyweight era. So shouts out to him.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to him for not losing, but I'm still on his ass. I need to see more because I really thought Span was gonna be a great fighter, and he's just betrayed me so many times. But it's good. I expected him to win this over 9-6 Bresky, or I was praying he would win this.
Last
Sh-
thing I want to talk about was Carly Judice on the opening fucking fight. Finally put it together, man. Put Nicole Cagliari in the blender and then finished her with like some good knees to the body. Well-timed knee, round three to the fucking liver, boom, shut her down, man. Like she was looking real. Her nickname is Crispy. Her hands were looking real crispy in this. She might have figured something out. Prospect to watch going forward. Definitely in this women's flyweight division. So yeah, shout out to her.
Tall and rangy for the weight class as well. He's good.
Facts.
All right. All right, guys. Before we wrap things up, let's give our own awards out. Fight of the night and fighter of the night. Performance of the night. Start with you, Nick.
Fight of the night, D-Rod, Kevin Holland. Performance of the night. It's a tough one. There were a lot of great finishes on the card, but I, hmm, I'm gonna give it to Max Holloway though. I felt like he fought his ass off. He fought a dominating fight, even and it was a good fight.
For me, I'm gonna go. Well, okay, fight of the night, Holloway Poirier. I felt like just because of the like it was like the highest level of like fighting of the night, and there was like a scrap back and forth. Both guys surviving, almost getting finished multiple times. So I fuck with that. Um, Performance bonus. I mean, you could go Span, but I'm gonna go Polo Costa just because like. Personally, I just liked how he looked compared to how he's been looking recently. Like this was like the Polo Costa of old, and it just was happy. I was just happy to see him like actually out there throwing and looking menacing again, like looking kind of scary, looking dangerous in there. So like I'll give it to Costa for me.
I'll probably agree exactly with you, Xavier. Same with fight of the night and performance of the night. With Costa, it was just a much needed win for him. He needed it badly, and like we didn't touch on this, but his post fight, like crazy stuff, calling out Hamzat. Hamzat's in his wife's DMs, like what's going on there? So, and Costa's just a super fun personality. It's good he can back it up with a dub now.
I'm not gonna beat that man's ass.
Yeah, that's a tough call out, but
He's not that back, bro. I don't think that even in his prime he's fucking with Hamzat, bro. Because he also has gas out issues. That's why I know he's gonna fucking gonna lose, bro.
And yeah, and he's not finishing Hamzat, so
Yeah, no, it's all bad for him. But I mean, hey, I would like to see that fight. Fuck it. If he earns his way up there,
yeah, if he's in his wife's DMs, yeah, they have to fight.
fuck it.
Hey, that's why he's motivated, man. That's why he won the damn fight, maybe. He's like,
Yeah.
I gotta defend home turf. It's over for Hamza now.
All right, guys, but that concludes today's video. Thank you for watching our UFC 318 Holloway versus Poirier 3 recap and review. Let us know what you guys agree with and disagree with in the comments. Please go check out the TikTok, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.